Up, Pisces, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, a very big announcement I want to make before getting into this reading. So for those who watch me religiously, I have been saying this for a while, but it's finally happening. I will be retiring 100% from doing personal readings. So I'm giving everyone until August 26th. I'll leave it up on my site. It's going to be first come, first serve. So you guys can go ahead and book a reading if you're seeing this before the 26th of August. So it's been a fun run, guys. It's been incredible in the past like 2.5 years. I've probably read for over like 10,000 people total. So it's definitely been a fun ride. It's been a lot of work. It's been very busy. But it's gotten to the point, and I knew that I wanted to, retire from it eventually. But recently, the past few months, life just hit me so hard. And I went through so much, and it was just so disheartening that when I took a step back to just, recharge and just find myself again, I had so many people that were angry with me, people throwing threats. I had people calling me a fraud. It was a disaster. And I just dealt with so much nasty shit. And it just put me in a place where I realized not everybody deserves my gift. And I'm always busy because I'm very good at what I do and I'm very confident in that. So I'm at the point where, it's just not something I want to do anymore, but I am leaving it open because I know a lot of people have been wanting one. So, you do have a final chance to get one. I will keep offering questions so you can get that as an option in the future. But yeah, guys, it's just been a lot. And I had to be honest with myself, and I just cannot keep up with the demand. It's hundreds of people coming to me and then just me. And a lot of people don't understand why they have to wait on me. And it's just, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to argue with anybody anymore. I don't want to go through any bullshit. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy, and I want to do what I want to, do, and I just want to love what I do. So yeah, now when I do get caught up and I do finish all these personal readings, I will be on YouTube way more often. So definitely expect to get much more content for your sign. So I'm just really excited about that, guys. Honestly, like when that last reading goes out, I'm probably gonna cry. All jokes aside, I'm gonna cry because my soul is just screaming, Lissette, stop. You're tired, you're depleted, don't do it anymore. But yeah, guys, this is your last chance, and yeah, I just want to be caught up. And the last thing I will say, guys, if you do decide to get a reading, if it's something that's very time sensitive, please get an emergency reading. If it's not time sensitive, guys, just give me something general to look at, and please do not rush me. Again, I'm leaving this because the anxiety was just way too high and I had too many people just on my ass, and I'm just not good with that. I don't want to live a life of anxiety. So honestly, just purchase it. You're going to get a confirmation email. Once you get that confirmation email, forget about me, and then one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna see your reading right there. And that's just how I want to do it. So if you find yourself to be a very anxious person who's gonna email me every other day, please go somewhere else. There are plenty of readers out there, and I just can't be bothered with it, okay, guys? And I say that from a place of love, and I say that from a place of protection, because I just can't let strangers put me in an anxious place anymore. So I just won't respond to it, okay? That's why I got into my own business, because the customer is not always right, so I'm not gonna entertain that shit. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on. All right, so we got your past, we have your present that's coming out now, and your future. Now, guys, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Pisces signs. So do keep that in mind. Everything is general, guys, and the energies here, they could all be like a transferable energy. So it could be something that's happening to you, or vice versa, something that's happening to a person around you, okay? So here's the energy, guys. We have the Hermit card. So when this card comes up, you're in a place where maybe you're retreating from something, taking a step back. This is someone who's very wise. This is someone who takes their time to kind of go into their shell and really just master things in life. And again, they just have a lot of wisdom on a lot of things. Or it could be you just wanting to do something solo. And it could be a new project that you're working on that's going to be very solid for you, something that's going to be very stable for you. Okay? But it might be something that you really just have to either do on your own, or something that you just have to focus on, in an immense way. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, Pisces. So the first card that we have for the past is the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups, this could be your energy here. So this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So let's just see why this Knight of Cups is popping up. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Temperance card. So your soul is at ease because it's something that you guys have let go of at this point. It may have been something that was hard for you guys to let go of, or something that was just easy, or not easy rather, something difficult to go towards. But there's just a situation that was all illusion, and you chose to take a new path because of the conflict that you may have been enduring. But again, the good thing is that your soul is at peace with this. Now, the next card that you have is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, rather, it talks about somebody who is self-sufficient, somebody who's just very strong within themselves, someone who most likely is financially stable in a way that they don't really need to ask for like help or loans. They're able to take care of everything on their own. Even if you ask for loans, it's like you figure out how to get something done on your own, okay? We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Let's get one more card here. And the Eight of Swords. So it's like you guys are trying to be strong and self-sufficient here. Maybe some of you are coming out of relationships. Maybe some of you are just knowing that you have to, you know, take care of yourself first. But there's something that you're stuck on, or there's something that you're not seeing for what it is. It's like you have this mental blindfold on, in a sense, where maybe you have a cheater around you. Maybe you have someone that is just very untrustworthy around you, and you're not seeing it. Maybe you are that person, but you're not seeing the damage that you're doing to other people. All right, so there could be some sort of fallout, someone that you're moving away from. It could be a lover, it could be a good friend, but there's something that's just burdening that you guys know you have to protect yourselves from. All right, the last card that you have is the Hierophant for the past, and this is my favorite card in the deck because regardless of if it's in the upright or in the reverse, it talks about, you know, the fact that regardless of what's going on in our lives, we're on the path that we need to be to reach our highest potential, to kind of get to where our higher self wants us to be. So this tells us whether or not we're, you know, on the right path. We have the Nine of Wands, which is someone who really stands their ground and does what needs to be done. All right, and then we have the Ace of Cups here in the reverse. So because of something that you guys let go of, that was supposed to happen. So that's very comforting, especially if it was something that may have been painful for you, because a lot of the times, and I'll be honest, because I read people for a living, I do this all the time, but there are a lot of people out there that deal with a painful energy that is so unnecessary. Like, it's not even karmic. It doesn't bring anything into your life. It's like literally just a waste of time. But in this case, whatever it is that you guys were dealing with, whether it was a person, place, or thing, this is something that was meant to be there. You're getting something out of it. It was meant to be on your path, but it's ran its course at this time. So it's not meant to be there anymore, okay? It was something that was all an illusion. Now, in the present moment, guys, the first card that we have is the the King of Wands. So maybe there's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that's very important in your life right now. Or this could be somebody who's just in a very powerful position where they're probably the boss of something. They're doing something that they very love. This could be that they really love. This could be a business owner. This could be someone that, again, is just very passionate about what it is that they do. This is the type of person that, like, you know, let's say there's a project they want to work on, or let's say they have some sort of cause that they're trying to get people in on. They don't really have to do much convincing. Just the way that they carry themselves and the way they come off, people just kind of like hop on board. All right, so why is this King of Wands here? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Three of Swords. All right, so regardless if you were dealing with the fire sign or just something that you were very passionate about or wanted to do that you were passionate about, either this hurts you in some way because you lose money from this, or you're realizing that whether it's you or somebody else involved, someone is just not genuinely invested or interested in this, so therefore it's not going to work. It doesn't have the outcome that you need. So with the Fool card, it's like you turn your back and you have to take a complete new direction. This is going into uncharted territory here. All right, the next card that you guys have for the present moment is the King of Cups in the reverse. Now this is the center of the reading, so this is what everything taps into. So if this isn't someone promiscuous or someone who's being a player in love, then this is someone that emotionally, on a very deep level, they're just very unstable. It's not someone that could be relied on an emotional level. Someone who's kind of all over the place. You have the Five of Wands, so this is fighting, arguing, bickering, just a very tense situation. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, where you eventually move away from it. All right, so you get what you want, but it's in another direction, guys. So there's something completely new coming into your life. It's gonna cause some conflict. Now, with the King of Cups in the reverse, again, any sign can take on, you know, this energy, but this is the water energy. So for, you know, some of you, it could be that you had maybe a wandering eye. You had something in your life, but you know that there's something better. And you're going towards that. So you're just deciding at the end of everything, you know, last card for the present moment is the Judgment card in the reverse, that something's just not a good idea anymore. And the Judgment card this is a very strong card, because this isn't, you know, there's a lot of things in life that we can be back and forth with, but when you have the Judgment card come out, you're done with the back and forth. You're making that final decision. Does it stay or does it go? And with the Judgment card being in the reverse, it goes. All right, it's not something that just makes sense to have in your life anymore. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So you decide that this isn't a good idea. Most likely it's going to bring some sort of argument. But with the Page of Swords in the reverse, even though this card is in the reverse, this is still my favorite communicator. In the reverse, it just means that this person might be, they might come off as more of an asshole, but they're telling the truth. They might say it more harshly than what they need to, but they're speaking the truth. All right, but whatever this is, whatever side of the spectrum you're on, you have the Ten of Pentacles here. So you get so much out of this. Maybe you make more money because of this. Maybe you just feel more abundant as a person because of this, or you just become happier because of this. But it has a good outcome, okay? You have the World card, which is amazing because it shows that there's a chapter that's ending for you, but that there's an incredible one, again, that comes in. Just a need for you to be patient and to trust yourself, because a lot of you can be in your head right now. Now, I tell you guys all the time, I'll say it again for the thousandth time, that, you know, Pisces is the most intuitive sign. So it's a gift and a curse, Pisces, where you guys have to be honest with yourselves, and you have to realize that deep down in your heart and in your soul, you will always know the truth about everything and everyone around you, all right? But you're not always gonna have proof. So that is the curse, because sometimes you can feel something and you can know it and it can be so painful to you, but you don't have proof. So that's when you get called crazy. That's when you get called, you know, someone who is, I don't know, what's the word for it? Someone who just, who's kind of like a know-it-all, you know? That's why, for me personally, I'm a Pisces moon. And what that means, guys, with Sun, Moon, and Rising, the Sun sign is the sign that, you know, basically that we all go under, that we're born under, that, you know, it'll talk about like our general characteristics and stuff. Your moon sign is how you interpret the world emotionally, okay? Your rising sign is going to be how the world views you. So with me interpreting the world emotionally as a Pisces, it is extremely hard for me to date, because I always, aside from tarot, even before tarot, I always had dreams and premonitions. If someone was gonna cheat on me, I always had a dream about it beforehand. So I always had that psychic ability to know when I was getting played. And let's just be honest, the dating world is cruel right now. It's like swimming in a fucking ocean full of sharks right now. So that's why for me particularly, it's so hard to date, because I always know when I'm getting played. But then I'm called crazy, I'm called insecure, because I call people out, but I don't necessarily have proof of it. So again, a gift and a curse, guys. So you just have to learn how to trust yourself. And if someone's gonna be manipulative and call you crazy when you know deep down in your heart that they're fucking up, then you got to be strong enough to let it go and know that you're not always going to get the satisfaction of saying, haha, I was right, but you most likely were, okay? Now, moving forward into the future, guys, the first card that we have is the Four of Cups. So this talks about an offer that you're not accepting, or an offer that's not coming in, or maybe an offer that you give out that's not necessarily accepted. But it's just something that either isn't coming in or isn't being accepted here. So why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Knight of Swords. Let's get one more card. And we have the King of Swords. Maybe some of you are heavily dealing with air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. If that's the case, you feel like something here is toxic and that it's blocking blessings, you don't go forward with it. But I feel like for a lot of you, because there's something that you're deciding that was bad judgment, and there's a lot of bullshit and fighting and arguing over this, I feel like a lot of you could just be taking on this sword energy, or this, you know, the sword energy where your heart, your emotions can't be involved in this anymore. It's time to just cut this shit out and not look back. Okay, these are people that do what needs to be done, and they don't take into account how they may feel about it. They just know it needs to be done, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse as your next card for the future, so there's something that you're just not going towards. It's something that doesn't seem like a feasible option for you. We have the Moon card in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's because you have clarity in a situation because of a secret that came out. Remember, guys, this is vice versa. So if you're doing shit and if you have secrets, just know it's going to come out. Everything that's done in the dark, guys, comes to light. But whoever's holding the secrets, whoever's not being clear about something, their shit will come to light. And this is why you're not moving forward with something. This is why something needs to end. For a lot of you, this could be a love situation, something that you're walking away from, or just someone or something that you're very close to, okay? But the last card we have here is the Ten of Cups, which is the ultimate card of happiness. This is extreme happiness. So let's see why this is here as your last card for the future. Four of Swords in the reverse. And you have the Ace of Wands. Guys, when you move past whatever that is, you go on a path that you are so passionate about and you're so happy about this, and you're manifesting something that is completely within your reach, and you don't need to outsource anything else in order to get this. It's just there. Guys, you're in a karmic situation. All right, but something's coming in that's really going to work very well for you. Whether, again, it's a new job, a person, place, or thing, whatever it is that's coming in, it's going to be very good for you. So this is incredible, guys. You just have to make that tough decision of letting something go. I see someone being stubborn about it and not necessarily wanting to let it go, but you let it go and great things come in. All right, so let's get you guys some advice here for this mid-month reading. All right, Pisces, what is the advice for you guys here? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot in the reverse. You're rejecting something that you no longer have control of, and you're seeing everything for what it is, guys. Now, because of that, you have a new beginning coming in, and the Ace of Pentacles, to me, is the most beautiful beginning, only because it's not necessarily something that's going to be built overnight, but it's something that you work on. It's something that you work on it in, you know, a realistic pace, and you take your time with it, and you really get to know this new thing that you're going towards, and that's why it has such a solid foundation, and that's why it lasts. When it comes to love, when it comes to business, when it comes to just anything that you want to last in your life, this is the approach you want to take. All right, slow and steady will win the race in this. Will win the race in this case. We have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, guys, the worst that could have happened in a situation is over. I know that there may be something close to you right now that you're worried about. I don't see this working out, to be honest with you. I see it being a mistake and just, you know, putting a lot of roadblocks in your life. But with you letting this go, again, you've gotten through the worst and you have a brand new beginning here, something that's long lasting. But you have to let go of whatever you can't control first. Okay, guys? So very clear cut, very straight to the point. You got to let it go, and then something amazing comes in, okay? So Pisces, the next reading that I have for you guys will be the September monthly readings that I come out with. And again, guys, it has been such an amazing experience just being able to read for so many people. And I say this with all the love in the world, that if you guys do decide to get a reading, if it's not an emergency reading, again, just purchase it and let it go. My main priority is to finish these readings, because like I said, when I finish it, like, I'm booking 7 vacations, and I'm just gonna cry and eat like 7 tubs of ice cream and just have such a weight taken off my shoulders. So please, guys, I know it could be tempting to just want to curse me out, but please, you know, don't email me rushing me or anything like that, because just as a person who does so much and who helps so many people, when I get so much negative energy, it doesn't make me work faster. If I read something that they're like, oh, you're a piece of shit, you're a scam artist, blah, 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 it gets me so anxious that I just shut down and I literally can't work that day, because I'm just like, holy fuck, I feel everything. So if you guys want your readings, the best way to get it and the quickest way to get it is just to be silent and just let me get it out, okay? But yeah, guys, at this point, you know, when you book a reading, you can book it on my calendar. Pick any day, it doesn't matter. I'm literally just writing people's names down as it comes in, and guys, I cannot stress myself anymore. So I'm just gonna work every day, cross out one name one by one, and eventually I'll be done with everybody. So guys, for those who are patient, for those of you who understood, I love you so much. For those who were just absolute hell for me, never talk to me again. But yeah, guys, I'm ready for this new chapter in life. I'm so excited to be just moving on to bigger and better. And yeah, thank you guys for your support. And yeah, just expect a lot more content once I fully get caught up. But other than that, guys, again, you can follow me on Instagram, highvibrations44. You can check out my daily energies that I post on my story. But Pisces, I love you guys. Take care.